6 years ago, I hitchhiked here and ended up stuck out in the middle of this place. Climbed up out of the freeway. The slow man comes up to me in my pool with our backpacks and about $10 between us. And he goes, "You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby!"
We are at round 2, Donington Park, time attack. Car was not so good at Cadwell Park, so we had some bouncing problems. Elliot's wearing his fantastic new jumper, which I think you need to get in shot ASAP. Because look at that, I bought him that just for this event. It's such a good fit as well. Shows off your muscular physique, sir. Yeah, so we're back at Donington Park. We've resolved the bouncing issue, pretty much. We still had a tiny little bit on 2 corners there, but it's so much better than it was at Cadwell Park. We just softened it up a bit more now. Car's been raised. We've got a new shifter on. Not really struggling to get it into second, although I did just get 5th instead of 3rd. So maybe it's me. Generally, warm-up went all right. Warmed the car up. We've not got any tyre scrubbing anymore. Car's turning in loads better. So yeah, went all right, did a 16.1, considering I cocked up a couple of laps. That's same as we did last year in warm-up. Set in 4, so yeah, again, nowhere near full power. We haven't tooted anything down the straights yet. Just trying to get those corner entries right and the braking points right, which I very much didn't after the red flag. Insert clip of diving into the gravel. So we've had our trip into the kitty litter for this season, and we'll try and stay out now. We've given the car a clean, and Ash is just making a couple of tweaks, and then we're getting it back out for time attack 1 in around an hour. So we'll see you out there. So we've been in actually from time attack 1 for a little while. It started off reasonably well, other than me missing braking points and corner entries and stuff like that. Everything was going pretty good. And then as I started to go, right, let's try a bit more power now and press the push the pass button down the straights, I started noticing that I wasn't going any faster when I was pressing that button, which is a little bit on the concerning side. Generally, other than that, the session went all right. I didn't put it in the kitty litter. Bouncing still pretty bad. Not as bad as Cadwell, but pretty bad. Just made a couple of tweaks to that. And then Elle and Ash have been looking at the fuel system, trying to work out why it's not doing things.
Yeah, so we've got a bit of a fuel pressure drop, more than we'd like. Look, thank God there's a ton of safeties we've put in place, so it's kept itself safe. Ethanol's been a major winner here. If this is pump fuel, we'd probably be in a lot worse state. But so far, a bit of digging, trying to compensate for it in the mapping. Again, we're just trying to fudge around it when there's an issue. Wasn't working, so now back into checking through the wiring. Me and Ella hustled on it together, swapped the regulator over, still pretty much the same. So now I've gone and swapped out some of the wiring, and hopefully it seems to be better. So that wiring's been in there for years, I'd say, so not a bad idea to swap it out.
Happy day. Fingers crossed, it makes a difference.
I'm sure Elle's got a lot to say about this as well. So.
Yeah, we're keen to hear Elle's views.
No, I don't. There's nothing's gone wrong.
I think it's perfectly
Nothing's
fine.
going wrong.
It's the most reliable car ever.
It's just Luke being a big girl's blouse.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's just
I think
driver
it was
error.
his
Driver
too fast.
error.
He started to lose a bit of consciousness or something.
I
We're not
don't
sure.
think he's pressing the button properly. Actually, the push the pass button. You just need to press it harder.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all driver error. The car is spot on.
Cool. Right, well,
No
I'll
issues
go
at all.
outside and try and press the button a bit better this time. Fingers crossed.
The car's fine. Nothing's gone wrong. Basically, I'll tell you what is wrong with the car is some of it was done up with DeWalt products. So basically, every single bit that's been done up by DeWalt
Possibly
has
the
actually
mapper.
fallen off.
Everyone but me.
These two wheels, DeWalt, they came loose. These ones, Milwaukee, they were fine.
If you can fix my car, please contact us on 07.
I can't hear what you're
I
saying.
believe we are open for a Milwaukee sponsor.
I'm joking. I really appreciate these guys.
We are
I'd be fucked
hoping
without
for
them.
it. It's in the pipeline. The colours will be swapping to red at some point, just to stop it from going wrong.
Oh, hi guys. You've just caught me filling up with fuel. No, I'm trying to get some fuel in it in the vain hope that it will run long enough for me to use the fuel. We've been back from Time Attack 2 now for a little bit, and it started off real good. Car seemed to be all right again, and then I did about 4 laps, one of which was reasonable, and then from that point I went to come in for a cool down, for a tyre pressure check, before taking it out again, and mate, the lambda just started going red, so basically like the fueling system couldn't keep up again. So the issue that we just spent the last 2 and a bit hours trying to resolve was not resolved. I think we know what it is, because the whole fuel system's been checked through. We've now replaced the cable direct from the battery to the fuel pump relay right next to it, and it's still the same thing. However, when I came in, my battery was almost dead. But obviously my alternator's running, so why is my battery dead? So I think we've got more drain and a bit of a fucky battery, and so essentially the voltage is just dropping down, which then isn't giving enough to the fuel pumps, and they can't deliver the fuel because my power steering's electric. Everything in there is electric. I think there's just too much draw from my little lithium battery. It's done us well for years, but it's like the only thing we can pinpoint it down to. It also is charging back up to 100 too fast, in my opinion, to be right. I've got my backup battery here, which is flat, so that's not ideal. I've got that on charge at the minute, nearly at 50, so I'll probably be charged in time for me to come in from the final. Anyway, we're going to run the normal battery, we're going to put a jump pack on it and tape it in there and leave it switched on. When I come in, we might even swap the jump pack for another one, because I have two. Quick plug change and see if we can keep some more laps out. But basically, it rained a bit. I think it's stopping, still a bit damp out. I'm actually hoping it holds out until the final, because if it rains, less power is a good thing. I wouldn't be running more than 3 and 4 anyway in the wet, which is all I was running in that last session. So last session, setting for 4 laps, P4, but only 2 tenths off P2, sorry. So frustrating, because if it did the same time I did in attack 1, we would have been P2. But at the same time, I just know there's so much more in the car. Setting 4 is nothing, and with these fueling issues, Ash thinks it's not even it's like 400 horsepower. So really down on power. Car feels a lot better. We were bouncing a lot earlier. I've softened that up. I've some more advice from my suspension guy. Bounced a lot less in the last one. So it's going to take it out, run it as it is, try and set a time, and most importantly is just get it fixed before the next round. So yeah, that's about it. That's everything that's happened. I'm just charging stuff up now, making sure we're all good, and then finals in like 40 minutes. So we're going to take it out for the final. We're going to try and go real fast straight off the bat, in case I can only do 4 laps, and then we'll just see what happens. So yeah, tune in for the last bit. See you there. I'm not in my suit, which means I'm not on a podium, because we haven't had a very good fucking day. Oh man, what can I say? We've been fighting issues all day. I mean, fair play to Elle and Ash. They got stuck in over lunch and went into depth testing everything from fuel pressure regulators, which we changed, to wiring from the battery to the fuel pump, which we changed. And in all this time, I'm constantly having to recharge my battery. It's not holding voltage. Every time I take it out on track and do like 4 laps and come back in, my battery's like, I can't see what it is, but it's below 25%. So, you know, my suspicions are saying that's what's causing our problem, but we're going to find out. We're going to do some upgrades as well. We're going to rewire the fuel system completely, and we're going to make it a 2-pump fuel system. So I have excessive fuel pressure that we can then regulate. So that's actually going in next week to have that done now. So yeah, not the one. Anyway, in the final, we thought we'll chuck a battery pack on it. We'll try and give it a chance to hold a bit more power, and we'll try and get some more laps in. Went out, 1 warm-up lap, 1 semi flyer. One lap that counted, if you like, from my out lap, that I could smell fuel. AFRs was okay, but I could smell fuel. Bored it in. Tom was like, open my bonnet, turn it off now. Fuel's just pissing out at the end of the injector rail where we've changed the fuel pressure regulator. The washer's like split and it's a special kind of washer. I'm sure Elle can tell you what kind of washer it is. So unfortunately, there's nothing we could do about it, especially with the time remaining in the session, sort of 15 minutes to try and take apart the fuel system, put it back together. I'd get 5 minutes out there. And with a battery that doesn't really work, we just didn't see the point. So took it scrutineer and retired the car. Today was not our day. I'm very fortunate. The car didn't set on fire and I didn't debt the engine because of all the protections on the engine. And blind luck that I smelt fuel and brought it in. So car's still in one piece, can be fixed, will be fixed. Got brand touch in 3 weeks. And we're just gonna forget today happened and come back and maybe win brand touch. We did a, I can't remember the lap time now. Oh my God, that's really annoying. 1:15.3 today. And previously 16.1's the fastest I'd gone. So I've improved on my PB. In that session, my optimal was a 14.4. All on setting 4. Loads left in the car. Couldn't demonstrate what it could do today. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. So anyway, we're gonna forget about it, move on, get it ready for brand touch, and try and come back and have some more interesting content with some good laps and fastness. Anyway, congrats to my partner Annie on her P1 and lap record today. She's been pushing the Slotus around. And yeah, I'll admit that today it's the faster of the two cars. Certainly the one left working. So yeah, congrats to you, baby. And we will see you at brand touch. Thanks for watching.
So, can we get serious? And can you be serious about what happened today?
How very dare you, I'm constantly serious. I'm quite fed up with this car, if I'm honest. I promised everyone that at the beginning of the season I'd refuse to admit there's anything wrong with it. But so far, the list of things that have gone wrong with it is longer than the list of things that has gone right with it. I just want it to work. It's not a complicated request. I just want it to work. Because Luke needs to win. But I don't know what else you want from me. It's broken. I've got to fix it.